Boom, boom, boom. Spurs win in Los Angeles. Just want to check in real quick. Didn't do a video last night. It was already 12 a.m. here in San Antonio by the time the game ended. I was just too tired, so I went ahead and got to bed. But just do a quick review of the game here. A great win by the Spurs last night. If you didn't see the game, I don't know if you'd say more we won the game or the Lakers lost the game. I guess both things have to be true. We'll get into the scores by quarter in a second here. The Lakers totally blew it in the fourth. They just had a terrible stinker of a fourth quarter. But with that being said, I think we scored 37 points in the fourth. So we had a great fourth quarter by all means. Like I said, the Lakers definitely sucked in the fourth. But we had our great fourth quarter on top of it, which led to us winning by 20 plus points. I think if the Lakers had a better fourth quarter, we probably still would have won by 10 plus by double digits. But with how terrible they were, we get the win by 24 points, which we'll take all day. We'll get started with Stephon Castle. He had the best game of his whole career, in my opinion. Um, he's been very aggressive all season really, especially the past 10 games or so. Like I've been saying, he takes a lot of jumpers, honestly. He'll take a lot of three balls. I don't want to say a lot, but he's not shy to shoot them. He's not shy to shoot mid-range and just whatever shot he wants. And I think our coaching staff just instills that into him. They probably tell him, hey, Steph, just shoot up whatever. If you feel like it's a good shot, if you feel like you're open or you have some daylight, go ahead and shoot the shot. To be honest, when he pulls up for a three, even when he's open, I don't really think the three ball is going to go in. That kind of sounds bad, but he's still working on his jumper from three and his mid-range shot. He has good shot mechanics, so I feel like he's going to figure that out and just improve on his three ball and his mid-range. But this game his shots were going down. He was 1 for 4 from three, so like I was saying, he's still working on that. But overall from the field, he was 10 for 16 from the field. I don't know the exact percent on that, but very, very good percentage from the field. 2 for 4 from free throws. He has 23 points on the night, only 2 turnovers in the 36 minutes. So he was taking care of the ball, being very deliberate with his decisions. He would get the ball and attack the rim, make the pass. It was just really quick on everything he was doing. He has a great basketball IQ for a rookie, and it's only getting better and better. Let's see the 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, just a dog on defense. If you haven't watched any Spurs games this season, you could watch the Stephon Castle highlights after the game, and it doesn't at all do justice to the impact he's having on the game, because he might have 5 points in the game, and you look at the stat sheet and you say, man, Stephon Castle didn't have an impact that game, but he's always having a very big impact on defense, even if it doesn't equate to steals and blocks. Again, if you watch the Spurs games, you see that he's always fighting through screens. He's getting on people's nerves. He's a pest out there. Him and Sohan, they just get on people's nerves. He's a great on-ball defender. He makes everyone's shots tough. And again, it doesn't always show up in the stat sheet. But if you've seen his matchups against some of the star players in the league this season, you'd see that he makes life difficult for them game in and game out. Get on to Devin Vassell, 34 minutes that he played, 9 from 18 from the field, so shooting 50% from the field, 5 for 9 from three, so you love to see it. He's starting to get his three ball back and starting to get his legs back underneath him, it looks like. He did have the foot injury that he's coming back from. I think it was about early December when he really started to get back into the games and start to get some minutes under his belt again. So yeah, the 9 from 18 from the field, 5 for 9 from three, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 23 points as well, just like Stephon Castle had. But yeah, I was talking about it a little bit in one of my previous videos. A lot of people in San Antonio and just kind of around videos I've been seeing online have been talking about Devin Vassell's inconsistent play. He's been a little inconsistent these past few games. He'll have a really good game, then he might have a bit of a stinker, be kind of low on his scoring and have some bad shooting nights compared to what we expect from him. But I was saying I think he's just in a bit of a cold streak. I don't think we should be looking to trade him. I've heard some people kind of overreacting and talking about, oh, we need to trade Devin Vassell, this and that. He's only 24 years old. He's a great scorer. I don't see him as being our second scoring option once we start. Excuse me. Once we start competing for championships, I don't see him as being our number two scoring option to Wemby. I see him as being our number three scoring option. Wemby's going to be our number one, of course, and then we'll probably make a trade for an all-star caliber player. That would be our number two scoring option. But as a number three scoring option, Devin Vassell would be an elite number three scoring option. He can give you 20, 25, even 30 plus on any given night. He'll probably be averaging roughly 18 to 20 points as a number three option on very efficient shooting from the field. Again, his three ball has been off the past few games or so. It's been a little inconsistent, like people have been talking about. But again, 5 for 9 from three. Like I was saying in my previous video, I'm not worried about Devin Vassell. If we get into mid to late February and he's still, shooting inconsistently, I'll get a little bit worried. But as far as I'm concerned right now, Devin Vassell is untouchable on our team. There's no trade conversations. If I was the GM, that would have his name in them, unless maybe we're looking at some crazy superstar caliber player. But yeah, other than that, Devin Vassell is untouchable in the trade talks. All right, we'll just kind of keep going up the line here. Chris Paul, 29 points, 3 from 6 from the field, 5 for 5 from the free throw line. They showed a crazy stat. He's only missed one free throw so far this whole season. He's 98% from the free throw line, which is crazy. He might even be 99% at this point. I'm not sure exactly how that shakes up. I guess he has to attempt. Well, it's easy math. He has to attempt 100 attempts, and if he makes 99 out of 100, he'll be at 99%, of course. But yeah, 10 assists, 4 steals. So great defense with the 4 steals there. Only 1 turnover and 13 points. So a double-double with the points and assists. Yeah, just efficient play, like you always want to see from Chris Paul. He's the point guard, of course. Again, his numbers are very good, 13 points and 10 assists. But if you know Chris Paul, you have to watch the game and you really see all the impact he has out there. He's really a coach on the floor. He's always orchestrating traffic in the half court, on the fast breaks when he has the ball. And he always puts guys in the right place to be successful, whether he gets the assist himself or it's a hockey assist where he passes it to the wing and that guy passes it to the corner for an open three. But Chris Paul always gets them in the right place for our team to be successful. All right, Wembanyama, 34 minutes, 10 from 17 from the field, 2 for 6 from 3, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks. He was just doing a little bit of everything out there tonight. 23 points, so I love to see that. 23 for Wemby, 23 for Vassell, 23 for Castle. Future big three, maybe. I don't know so much about that. I do expect us to eventually make that trade for an all-star caliber player. But I expect all three of these guys to be part of our long-term future. Like I was saying, I don't really expect us to look to trade Vassell. I don't really know what the front office is thinking, but as far as I'm concerned, like I said before, he'd be our third scoring option, and he'd be elite as a third scoring option. But yeah, Wemby did a little bit of everything. He's so great already in his second season that you see a game like this, and it's not even that crazy compared to some of the other stat lines he's been putting up this season. But yeah, 23, only 1 turnover as well. He's been a bit turnover prone lately, and just in his career in general. And so we love to see the 1 turnover. But yeah, 23 points, 2 blocks, 3 steals, 5 dimes, 8 rebounds. Just a great day at work there. Harrison Barnes, 32 minutes, 5 for 8 from the field, 50% from 3 on his 2 looks. 17 points, 3 dimes, 4 rebounds. Just our consistent veteran Harrison Barnes. Oh, excuse me. Harrison Barnes never really has a bad game. He's always really solid out there, and he's always doing the right thing. It seems like. Um, and Keldon Johnson had a good game. Only 10 points, the 2 turnovers, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. But if you watch the game, he had the buzzer beater three at the end of the third quarter, and then he had an and one early in the fourth quarter, and it was really big for our momentum. He really helped us out with swinging the momentum there in the third going into the fourth quarter. And other than that, Charles Bassey, 2 for 3. Trey Jones, 2 for 5. 4 points for Trey, 4 points for Bassey. Mamu had 4 points. Champagny only had 2 on 0 for 6 from 3, so definitely an off night for Champagny. And then Malachi probably got some late buckets there as the game was pretty much over. Going into the Lakers players, we'll go over them really quick. 32 points for AD, 13 from 18 from the field, 30 points, 13 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks. I'd say he outplayed Wemby, just to be not biased and be fair. He had a better game than Wemby did. With that being said, I think Wemby's in the top 5 or 6 players in the NBA right now, where Anthony Davis is probably top 7 or 8, but he's not as good as Wemby right now in his career. And that's not just to say progressing forward or because of his age or anything like that. I think right now this season, if you traded Anthony Davis for Victor Wembanyama, Los Angeles is closer to winning a championship right now this season. And that's kind of how I equate which player is better than which player when I compare them in that way. Hachimura, 9 points. LeBron, 18 points. Oh man, 7 turnovers. That's crazy. They fell apart in the fourth quarter, and we were just getting so many turnovers on them. 8 assists, 5 boards, 7 for 11. Just with LeBron aging, his numbers are starting to come down a bit there, but he still had an okay game except for the 7 turnovers. That was terrible. Austin Reeves, 12 points. Christie, 10 points. Just to go over them really quick, we're not too worried about the Lakers' numbers. Really, Anthony Davis was the only one that had a very good game. All right, really quick as well. Let's kind of go over the quarter-by-quarter numbers. End of the first, we're up by 2, 28-26. End of the second, we scored 25. Lakers scored 36. I'm not going to do the math, but we're down quite a bit there. And it's always the third quarter. If you've been watching the Spurs this season, I imagine y'all are Spurs fans. Y'all probably have. But we always score 30-plus, it seems like, in the third. It's always our best quarter. But yeah, we put up 36 points in the third to their 27. And we put up 37 in the fourth compared to their 13. Again, they just fell apart towards the end of the third and the fourth quarter. Of course, we scored 36, 37, so that's 73 points in the second half. If you score 73 points in the second half, I think you're usually going to have a really good chance at winning the game unless your first quarter was just terrible, or your first half rather. And we had a good first half as well. So we gave ourselves a really good chance to win the game. But if the other team is only scoring 40 points in the second half, they're always going to put themselves in a bad position, to win the game. But like I said earlier, both things were true. We had a great second half, and they just fell apart and had a terrible second half. So, of course, it ends up being a blowout. But, yeah, just to go over really quick as well, towards the end of the third, Devin Vassell crosses over on Anthony Davis and dunks on Anthony Davis. Pretty nasty. And then right after that, I think it was on LeBron. I think he has a pass, and Wemby gets in the passing lane and steals it. Wemby has a windmill dunk, and then Keldon Johnson has the buzzer beater 3 at the end of the quarter. And then Keldon Johnson has the and one early in the fourth, and you can just feel all the momentum change. Honestly, from the Devin Vassell dunk on Anthony Davis, after that, you could feel all the momentum start to change. And then again, we just started to score, and make all of our shots, and the Lakers just started to fall apart. Um, but yeah, just a great overall Spurs win. I'm not gonna say, like I said, both things can be true. The Lakers did lose this game, but I'm not saying they handed us the game. A lot of it had to do with our great defense. We're a great defensive team. We're making them uncomfortable with our perimeter defense, with Wemby's interior defense. So, yeah, the Lakers did fall apart. They had a very crappy second half, only scored 40, but then we scored 73 in the second half. So, like I said, both things were true. Lakers played very bad. We played very well. And, anytime that happens, the team that played very well is normally going to win that game. But yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys for stopping by. Please comment below what you think about the game. Please like and subscribe if you did make it to the end of my video. It really helps out my channel, trying to grow up my channel and just trying to turn it into a Spurs broadcast. I do the reviews after every game there, so if you are interested in seeing some more Spurs content, please like and subscribe down low, and we will see you guys next time.